You say an expression, subhanallah. That's a very heavy question, because I think it weighs heavily on the consciousness of many people. I think that if, well, certainly it's a twofold question. One is if somebody is directly affected by prejudice and discrimination, and whether or not that can be compartmentalized as Islamophobia, because Islamophobia is specific. You know, we have to feel the fact that it is because we are Muslim, and it is because we identify with Islam, that therefore, you know, we are a target of that prejudice and discrimination. Otherwise, it goes hidden. You know, for instance, you know, if you feel personally attacked in conversation, just know too that the majority of Americans are not blaming you specifically, but rather looking at you globally. And they're holding you accountable for what goes on overseas specifically. And so therefore you are a representation of what they think Muslims are. So how do you really respond to that if you do know as a fact that you are being discriminated against in that speech, or you're being somehow harassed because this individual is targeting you? So the best advice that I can give personally is to simply be yourself. You definitely don't want to ignore this attitude, but just know though that you cannot be self-sacrifice to this as well. You will not want to put yourself in harm's way. Okay? Don't be a victim. Okay? You want to definitely have that ability to persevere when there is this judgment against you. You definitely want to understand that this individual, for somehow they're projecting their own emotions and their own feelings onto you, but it's not you personally. You have to understand that. It's a global thing. They're seeing through you. They're not seeing you. It's through you and through whatever things that they have been conditioned to feel that is the right thing about Islam, but really it's incorrect, and you know it's incorrect. So you will have to respond calmly. You may have to walk away. You know, you might have to even notify local agencies or the leaders in the community about what has transpired, because if this person is continuously to be hostile, you know, this may be somebody who would then commit a hate crime. You don't know that. So you definitely you don't want to ignore it. You might want to report it, and you might also at the same time protect yourself as well, peacefully, of course, by virtue of example of what Islam stands for, which is peace.